Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This is gonna be a video where I'm gonna share my experience with a 3D printer. I got it recently and I thought I'm just gonna show you what I use it for in BJD hobby. Mainly they're gonna be stuff printed for MSD scales, some SDs and some obviously USD because I didn't scale them right. So the current doll you see, it's MSD size sold doll, and she's just gonna be there for comparison reason. I've printed loads of stuff, I must say. It's very exciting when you can create something quite quickly. So let me start with things here on the bottom, in the bottom there. So I printed out lots of crowns. I always wanted some for my dolls, especially I quite interested in the medieval style and historical and blah blah blah. So some of them, so I think this one was the first I printed, and it wasn't scaled right for MSD, so it kind of sits on the head, but it doesn't fit right. So this one fits fine now, and this one is a bit big. It doesn't fit SD as yet. I mean, it sits on top of a head like it's supposed to be, I guess, but I wanted a bit more a tighter fit. It does fit MSDs if she wear big kind of hair, big wig. So some more things I printed out. This is a SD size crown, a leaf one. I haven't had decorated, and this one actually is huge and probably fit the doll, which is like a meter high probably, or human easily. Then this was the bands, the hair bands. So the print, so I'm using the PLA filament, which can be flexible if it's thin enough. So that's kind of quite thin, so it's just a plastic, and I decorate with the ribbons. More hairbands. So this one was first one, and that's how I learned that things can go wrong in terms of the printer can produce extra filament where actually on the 3D program you can't even see. I must say there was a big learning curve for me. Never had a 3D printer before, and that was quite interesting experience. I'll show you later my experimental pieces in terms of they didn't come out right at all, or kind of wrapped in the middle of the printing, and well, that's something I have to learn, I guess, as I go along. So if we go thereafter, so this is actually the cat bed. I created the pillow for my jointed cat. I don't know where I put him. It's quite small one, so that's the cat bed for him, and that's a toy for the cat. It's a bit bigger scale than I anticipated, so if I decide to print it again, I'll definitely reduce it. And then this tiny little ball and little mices, little toys for that. I'm printing in white because I think I can then decorate to what I want. I mean, I can paint it to the color I want. That's the ball. I mean, the quality of print is amazing considering the PLA. So then we've got these nice little cups. They SD size, so I printed the labels off, and off we go. The only thing is, if you can see, there is the printer is not able to do the curve properly. I can use the support. You can print the support at the same time, or the printer prints it obviously for you. But for some reason, for this particular printer, the support is very difficult to remove, and that can damage the model itself. Then I printed this pretty cat evil mask. This is SD size, and it looks actually quite interesting on SD doll. And the only thing I would say that is the doll can't wear any wig, because otherwise this will not flash with the skin. But Yeah, just now I printed this chair. So that's, you print in two pieces. Obviously, you print this one first, and then you print that one. The fit is good. The problem is it's still small for MSDs. Even I kind of resized it, but it's not really for MSDs. It might be USD. The mobile phones, of course. This is one SD size, and this is MSD. So the support, you can see the support was here. When you print the support, basically it's printed like that. And when you remove it, you see what happens. It's quite unfortunate. Yeah, even with filing, you can still tell something is not right. Then we've got this funky little takeaway cups, Starbucks and any generic coffee brand. And I printed the cloud shelf for it. Then we've got, I think you can see, this is amazing, I love it, absolutely love it. Actually it's printing just like that. It's take a while to print, I think it's printed about an hour and a half, maybe less. Anyway, and it's all bendy. Perfect decor for the really BJD, like a toy or pet, I don't know. And then I printed this one out yesterday, so that's the basket. It's MSD size. And then these pineapples. So majority of things, well, I use only two types of paint. I use nail varnish because nail varnish is perfect for this PLA. I use quite expensive nail varnish, OPI, yeah, and that gives quite nice little colors. And the second one I'm using is acrylic paints. That's nice little dish. I love how the printer actually able to replicate this detailing. The cupcake was printed yesterday, and I just finished printing this one. This is SD size. They're definitely SD size. They're too big for MSDs. I printed the armor, shoulder armor, yesterday, so I painted it, and it's got holes in here, so I'm going to put strap from, and this printed for Soldier Vito, which is 52 centimeters tall. So originally, probably not these things you can buy for humans. Obviously, they are ring holders or jewelry holders, and this fits both scales, SDs or MSDs, depending on the intention, really. Candles. So candles. And the only problem with them, I had trouble on the bottom because I printed them on the raft, like a support. And the support for some reason was printed separately from them. I don't know why. So, and they kind of, I had to file them quite a lot on the bottom, but the top looks fine. And I love this one, absolutely love it. That's a poo mug. It's so bizarre. I had fun painting it. And then we've got a vase in here. This is MSD, probably scale more like a female figure. Put some roses in it. Just people who like Harry Potter. Printed that out, Harry Potter. Haven't painted it yet, but just something to do. Then I've got nail varnishes here. So printed nail varnish bottles, and I fit them in the apple kind of container. I haven't painted it yet either. And then we've got, so that's SD size coffee pot. Just finished painting it, so it's a bit fresh on the bottom. And that is MSDs, depending on the intention. I'll show you when I was printing the big one, the SD size. That was the first what happened to it. Okay, that's what's happened. I have no idea why. I think it's fell off the basically it's like when I was printing this, where I fell off like that. And when I came, it's all covered in extra plastic. Trying to print out. I think it got burnt as well. Yeah, so I'm keeping these all funky pieces, which wow, they all went wrong, and I'll show you later what can go wrong. If you're interested, of course, stay tuned. It's the bottle, and I painted it with funky nail varnish. I quite like that. Nice one. Tissue box. This is SD size. I put tissues in. I folded them exactly as would be in the real one. That's little containers, well, vases, I guess, or anything, tumblers, I don't know. And there's another one, like a pot, planting pot. So it's supposed to be this is supposed to be bendy, but it's not. So it's printed that way. So that's unicorn. And this is like jewelry stand, like sign. This is all decor stuff, like props for photography props. Duck. It's perfect for bathroom diorama, I think. And I haven't shown you cheese yet, have I? So that's cheese. Let me show what I haven't painted yet. So this is quite nice potion bottle. Actually, it's got screw on. Like a real one. Haven't painted because I'm still considering what color shall I use. Then it's Heinz bottle. Haven't printed the label yet. Milk bottles need to make, because it's like a real one, it's hollow. It's very hard, and I need to make a cap. I've got some magazine holders, printed out some magazine holders. The only problem with them, even I try to adjust it in the program, the bottom is extremely thin. Viking cap, unfortunately, on none of them. So I printed 3 of them. So this is a big one. I thought it's gonna fit SD. It doesn't, because I need to remove all this layer, file down. Then it will fit probably the head. I kind of adjusted, so it wasn't elongated like that. I thought I will make it. So in the program you can actually stretch and reduce and you do whatever you want. But yeah, none of them fit, unfortunately. That's a shame. I can use them for jewelry stand or something. The cash machine, not cash machine, the cashier machine. Haven't done anything. The planter. Carrot like planter, need to put something in it. Nice, the vase. That's very pretty. The only problem I wouldn't want to repeat this again because the bottom is literally coming off. Because even I try to adjust the settings and make the first layer thicker, it just wouldn't print it like that for some reason. That's the teddy bear. I want to have like a cookie jar, but actually just a screw-on bottle. Bedpan. Well, urine bottle, in fact, more. Or shiwi, really, that's what it is, shiwi. This is SD size more. A Statue of Liberty band. It actually looks quite good on the doll. Yeah, this one. Again, it's too thin. So I'm not sure how to remedy this, but actually it's perfect. Bends perfectly fine. Android with removable head. Android. Milk carton. Haven't painted, done nothing with it. This is a coffee machine, so I'm still painting it. Plates. This is MSD size. They look really pretty here. Look, we've got texture on them. Well, the bottom is... I can use the wood filler, apparently I heard, to fill this all, because the normal filler wouldn't work. I don't know why. the kitchen towel holder. This the statue of Venus, I think it is Venus, isn't it? It's like a decor piece. The jointed cat. It's supposed to be jointed, but it's only tail bands, but the rest doesn't. I don't know why. And more cat headband. This is SD. And I'll show you some naughty stuff. So if you've got children, then please ask them to leave. Well, so that's a variety of different tools. These particular ones, I actually sell them on Etsy if anyone interested. And that is the armor, well, the shield really, but I don't know how to make it into the shield just yet, or maybe use it as just a decor piece for like a diorama or something. And I've got some printed things like logos, like Chanel logos. I haven't painted this properly yet. Chanel logos. I want to find LV because I want to make some handbags for the BJDs. That's the I don't know. I'm not sure the red is the right color, but I'm gonna use maybe patina or something to distress it a little bit. It's like alien gun. I don't know, fantasy one. I don't know why I need it, but I thought it's quite nice to print. And I want to show you some of my bad pieces, which this is half of the tissue box. That's what happened. I had to stop the machine because it's just basically it fell like this, and I had to stop the machine. Similar problem, it got moved during the printing and obviously started layering in the wrong places. This is supposed to be shelf to hold these nail varnishes, like a nice little shelf. And obviously that was my mistake, I didn't provide any support, and that's what's happened. Today I want to print some jewelry stand. I'm sure I did provide support in the program, but I didn't save for some reason, and when I started printing this part of like a neck, it just completely got bonkers. I want to print some masks, like steampunk masks for the dolls. Unfortunately, for some reason it's filled on the back, so I can't use it. That's for the microwave. Wrong scale. I don't know why I'm sure I saved in the right scale, but it didn't. It just printed like this. That's part of the tissue box. I hope, guys, you find it entertaining, and if you've got any questions, please ask. But that's my first experience of printing 3D for the dolls. Printing miniatures is fun, but you need to know your printer quite well and to work with it. Not all models are actually working, because most of these models, obviously like this one, they're for human sizes really, not for dolls, and when you resize them, they doesn't print right for some reason. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you sometimes in the next video. Bye.